Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another Coaster Spotlight bundle. And today we have two very different creations, a nature wooden coaster, and the other, El Bandido, a Western wooden coaster. So two really cool wooden coasters here today. Stay tuned and let's check them out. Okay, welcome back everyone. Hope you're all doing great today. Quick side tangent before we get started. I reviewed the footage from yesterday's video in Aftershock, and I was using Streamlabs OBS, and it seems to be even stutterier and worse than OBS. I don't understand why they can't get their recording software right. Seems to be okay if you're a streamer. It's okay for streaming, but recording, it seems awful. So I might try a new software in the future called Action. I'm not sure. I'll give it a go. But we're back to Shadowplay for now, and it's like, well, Shadowplay works. Why don't you keep using it? The audio sounds a little bit off on the microphone. It doesn't sound as clean, as crisp as it could be. So I'm having a complete nightmare not being able to find any recording software that works flawlessly these days. I don't know what's going on. It's 2020. Come on, somebody develop consistently good software. Anyways, let's get into the episode. I'm done rambling with that. Just wanted to let you guys know that we're making changes all the time, and I'm trying to deliver you the best videos possible. So the first creation of the day is going to be Mystica, created by SB, one of our Discord advanced builders and golden patrons, and here they say, "Heyo, hope you're doing well, Johnny. I have yet another 4K blueprint in my lineup that I would like to share with you in the community, presenting Mystica, a natural and realistic wooden coaster. Hop onto an incredible jaw-dropping experience you will never forget for the rest of your life. Daytime is breathtaking, nighttime is magical. This is a realistic experience with all G-forces on normal limits. Ride preferences: seat view front row 10:30 a.m., back seat look forward, or track view at 6 p.m. Oh, he says this is a backstory, but you don't need to read it out, but I'm going to anyways because it's really interesting. He says, my friend Jack Taff and I were bored and decided to make something similar, and we decided on a 4K wooden coaster blueprint, and it's called El Bandido, which is actually the other one in this episode. Would you look at that? Happy accidents happen every day. What are the odds? Out of 800 submissions in the inbox, we lined up the two that they were kind of having friendly competition on. Wow, absolutely astonishing, you guys. So let's check out this coaster. All right, so I did read your feedback. You guys are mad at the guests, flailing arms, so we didn't set up the queues, but these are supposed to be nice looking bridges going up and across. No point in setting it all up if we're not gonna let the guests on it, right? So we're gonna actually throw this into test mode. There's a look at all the stats if you want to see them. As mentioned, great G-forces and all that, and it's leaving. Wow, quite a beautiful coaster layout on that one, and they did request that we see this at nighttime, so we're going to switch it over to 6 p.m. Ooh, some magical lighting. And what did they request for this one? Backseat looking forward or track view. Okay, so we're going to go to the last car. We're going to look forward. That's what they requested. Let's do it. Okay, let's talk about it. I love everything about this. The track layout's great. It's smooth. It's very classic and clean. I love it. Nighttime lighting is magical, like you said there. And it's, as a side note, Esby's on a bit of tear, and I think we've seen a few nature-esque creations from Esby so far, and they are really good at doing this, what do you call it, artificial terrain. None of this is actually landscape tools, but hand-placed rocks, and that takes a lot of patience, and all the foliage on top, everything like clumped together like it is, once you've embedded into the environment. And I was talking about this with one of their previous creations, I believe, that ended up in Six Flags over Plankoville, one of our major park spotlights over the previous week. Somebody actually took their coaster and embedded it into their park, and it looked phenomenal. So I would say the exact same thing with this creation. Again, I think this would look amazing set into somebody's park. It's just so well terraformed that you don't really have to do anything to it, but just kind of brush up the outsides, put some paths along it, maybe some water, a creek or something, and it's just gonna look absolutely beautiful in its setting. So really good job on this one, Esby. Keep up the great work. What did you guys think of this coaster here today? We have one more check out from Esby's friend Jack Taff, so let's move over to that. El Bandito, created by Jack Taff, one of our Discord advanced builders and golden patrons. Thank you both so much for your tremendous support. Here they say, "Hey, Johnny, hope everything is great with you. Here is my second coaster blueprint. It's a 4K Woody coaster with bandit camp theme set on a red rock desert oasis landscape. I took a couple of nuggets of inspiration from Assassin's Creed Origins, but ultimately my own take and design. It's a pretty short ride, but packs a speedy punch with fast transitions and a terrain riding layout." All right, sounds like my kind of wooden coaster. In terms of the setup, it would be easy enough. Okay, well, we're not doing that. I hope you all see it and enjoy it. Any feedback would be graciously taken, and thank you so much for your hard work and always keeping this community alive. Another thanks to the Channel 5 Gaming Discord and Esby for the constant support. Preferences Seat, Chase, and Orbit look great. Daytime is best at 1 p.m. Night is at 6:30. And their side note saying that they worked with Esby on Mystica. That's great. And that was the first one we saw today. Boom. Okay, let's get into it. Here we are at El Bandido. Very cool. I love the way this looks. Let's just jump right onto the coaster before we start talking about things. And there's a look at all the stats. Great G-forces on this one as well. Packs a speedy punch, 60 miles per hour, and 999 meters in track length. Come on, you couldn't get one more meter in there? Let's go. What did he ask for? He asked for seat and 1 p.m. 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Let's go. Damn, that's really cool. I think we're going to give this one a nighttime ride as well. As they requested, they wanted a 6:30 p.m. ride experience for this guy, and I think they asked for a different perspective as well. So let's check this out in Orbit. Orbit. Interesting. So I get to move the camera for this. Let's go. Damn, that looks really cool at nighttime. Man, you both nailed it on different aspects. I absolutely love both of these creations here. Let's flip it back to 10 a.m. so you can see everything nice and bright. But the idea of a bandit camp with the wooden coaster running through it is just awesome. We've seen a lot of Western coasters in the past that don't really hit it out of the park, or they just end up feeling very generic. But this one has a lot of really cool aspects. Custom supports all throughout. Really good rock work. You must be taking some pointers from Esby here. You both have amazing rock work, and you both approach different styles of rock work as well. And again, another amazingly fun coaster layout. This one had more ups and downs to have a little bit more airtime as well. I think airtime count is 5 with a total of 2 seconds, whereas this one had, let's see here, okay, 4.2, so not as much as the other one, but it felt like it had a little bit more with all the ups and downs. There's a lot more dips and dives, higher peaks on the coaster. Felt a little bit more exhilarating at times, as he said, packs a speedy punch, but it kind of goes along with the theme, it being a dangerous experience. And I just love the way it arcs and dips and comes up around the rocks, weaves through the rocks. Really good weaving, bobbing and weaving through all these rocks and canyons. It's so cool looking. It looks absolutely amazing. And I honestly wouldn't have thought that you would have taken any inspiration from Odyssey, but now that you've mentioned it, I do kind of see that. Everything, the encampments in Odyssey, there's a lot of encampments that are kind of built like this, with the little posts and the wooden boards, just all the way that they're done up. I can actually see the inspiration now that you've mentioned it to me, but I wouldn't have been able to spot that otherwise. But I definitely see the inspiration drawing from there. But this is a gorgeous blueprint, and I would have to say the exact same thing I said about Esby's creation and Esby's last Western creation. I kind of wish this was in Six Flags over Plankoville next to Esby's creation, because they took the same theme and they look very, not identical, but similar in style, shape, rock work. There's a lot of really clean polish here, but definitely one of the top contenders in Western coasters that I've seen throughout the channel. It does a lot of things differently, does a lot of things unique, like I said, with the custom supports and all the way you did the builds. And it's just full of eye candy the whole way up and down. I really like it. There's a lot of really nice elements here through and through on this creation. A lot of polish. I love all the little man-made structures and stuff. Really stunning stuff from Jack Taff, another name that keeps popping up in the inbox. So keep doing what you're doing, Jack Taff, as well as Esby. Maybe you two can work on something together, because you guys are definitely killing it here with these two creations, and I want to see more from both of these creators. What did you guys think of Jack Taff's El Bandido as well as Esby's Mystica? Two amazing wooden coasters. Love to hear your thoughts, and I'm sure they would too, so leave them down in the comments below. And that's gonna do it for me in today's episode. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next coaster bundle. Bye now.